talking much more about the game. Hopefully you're joining us live. If not, then yeah, I hope you are enjoying the live streams or the repeats of it anyway. So yeah, let me just quickly say hi to Domestic Butler that's already put hi in the chat. How are you, sir? How's everyone feeling after Liverpool beaten Watford? It's now 10 points. Liverpool are 10 points clear of Leicester. I will repeat that. Liverpool are clear at the top of the table by 10 points. And also 17 points clear of Manchester City. Obviously, they have to play tomorrow, but Liverpool are 17 points clear of Manchester City. Wow. Wow. Like, just hearing that is just wow. It's unbelievable how many points Liverpool have gotten so far this season. You know, literally, it's just magical what this red team is doing at the moment. And, you know, we're going to be talking plenty much about the game. Let me know in the comments as well who your man of the match was for today's game. For me, it was Mo Salah, you know, getting 2 goals. And, you know, he looked pretty good today. Mo Salah's back. Baby, you can't believe it. But yeah, let me quickly get into the chat a minute. Domestic Butler, put the champagne on ice. I think it's a bit early to say that, but you maybe could put a certain thing on ice. But yeah, it's unbelievable what this red team are doing at the minute, and you know, if literally everyone is unbelievable. This team is unbelievable. But yeah, let me quickly say some highs in the chat. Connor Crosby, how are you, sir? 20 points between 1st and 4th. Same gap between 4th and 20th. Oh, hold on. 4th and 20th. And then Connor's laughing. Yeah, it's mad. Obviously, Chelsea lost to Bournemouth, which, you know, Bournemouth have been on quite a bad run of form lately. And, you know, that's just unbelievable. But, you know, you think about it, if Man City do end up losing tomorrow, I don't know who Man City got, they're 17 points from Liverpool. And, you know, now I especially think as well, because obviously today was the last Premier League game, well, until Boxing Day now for Liverpool against Leicester. I do think if Liverpool win that game, then potentially, you know, I still know that there's a lot of football to play, but still, I think we can now start to realistically think of the Premier League title. And, you know, it's amazing how we can talk about it literally after Boxing Day. But yeah, it's so unbelievable what this Liverpool team are doing. But yeah, let me quickly say a quick hi to a few people in the chat. Dave's in the chat. How are you, sir? Nerdboy's also in the chat. What else have we got? Not sure Leicester goal should have stood. It wasn't in the quadland. I don't know. I haven't watched the highlights, to be fair, of the Leicester game. I've just seen the results. And yeah, I've just literally seen the results and come on to talk with you guys. But yeah, should the Leicester goal not stood? I know that, like, when I think it said that it was a Tim Krul own goal, so I don't know about that. But yeah, people say who City got. They got Arsenal. I have no hope for that. I think City might end up slaughtering them, to be fair. I could be wrong with that, though. But yeah, let's get talking about the game. Obviously, team sheet come in. Looked like Liverpool changed system for this game, and they did. You know, bringing in Shaqiri and obviously playing the 2 in midfield of Gini Wijnaldum and Jordan Henderson. James Milner also was preferred to Andrew Robinson. Robbo was put on the bench. So, you know, plenty of rest then, you could say. But then, obviously, later on in the game, there was an injury to a certain player, but we will get talking about that a lot more later on in tonight's show. It's only going to be about an hour or so stream, guys, so literally we have so much information to pack in. So I'm literally going to talk all about the game, and then I'll get into the chat with you guys. So yeah, like I said, team sheet come in, and you know, I was pretty happy with the team. You know, it's weird now where I think every selection I'm really happy now what Klopp puts out. I think that, you know, Shaqiri, fair enough. I know many people don't like Shaqiri much and don't think he's a starter, but, you know, he is an impact player. And today I thought he did okay, but, you know, he wasn't really recognised then, you could say, today. Because, you know, I think we pretty much controlled the game from start to finish. But I think that, like, there was a few times in the game where Liverpool did switch off, and Leicester did, not Leicester, sorry, Watford did have their chances. But yeah, we'll talk about much more about that. So let's talk about the first half then. Like I said, I think that Liverpool were dominant from start to finish. Having chances at the chances. I think after like 40 minutes, Liverpool had 76% possession. I could be wrong with that, but yeah, I think it was something crazy, like high 70s anyway. So, Liverpool were controlling the pace of the game. Watford did have a few chances, but then obviously Liverpool did score first. Mo Salah getting his goal on his weak foot as well. And he's scored two pretty good goals now from his weak foot. Obviously scoring in the Champions League and now scoring against Watford. Obviously he scored last week as well against Bournemouth. So, Mo Salah is now finally back, then you could say. There's so much now because, we've got the threat of Sadio Mane, and I think Sadio Mane's probably been our player of the season now, I would say. But, I know Mo Salah has had his struggles with his ankle injury and other things like that, but now if he starts to come in goal-scoring form, then I'm sorry, no one's going to be able to stop this Liverpool team. And I mean that. Nobody's going to stop us. I do truly think now, if Liverpool get past Leicester, either a win or a draw, I think you can now put that champagne on ice after that game. But yeah, that's still plenty more talking point about that. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened the first half. Liverpool were just constantly on the attack, trying to break the deadlock. But then Leicester, not Leicester. I keep on saying Leicester because Leicester are literally keep my eye on Leicester all the bloody time. But yeah, Liverpool beating everyone and, just dominating teams really. And I like the fact now that Liverpool have the sense of they can take the tempo out of the game and just control the game from start to finish. So, it's nice like that as well. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the first half. Did you think Liverpool controlled it, or did you think it was a bit, a bit of a blockage then, you could say? But yeah, second half then started. Obviously, Liverpool starting where they finished. But then in the 51st minute, there a little bit of controversy. Like, I know there was a few people questioning it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Sadio Mane scored Liverpool's second goal, but it was ruled out due to an offside with VAR. A very good header, mind I would say. A nice cross from Shaqiri, and then a beautiful header by Sadio Mane, but it was ruled out for offside. I personally thought it was offside straight away, but I know a few people on Twitter were a bit like it looked a bit suspicious, but I don't really know about that. But yeah, I thought they got it right, to be fair. I think all the referee decisions were right today. I think that the VAR stuff was right as well. But yeah, we'll talk about Mo's second goal in a bit. But yeah, VAR, I haven't really asked you guys on your opinions. Are you happy with VAR, or do you want it out? Because, I know a lot of people are very, get rid of it. But yeah, we'll talk about that probably in another stream or something. But yeah, let's talk about Mo Salah's second goal then. It was ball from Sadio Mane to Divock Origi. Divock Origi shot. Well, it was a shot, but it was a pass, really. And then Mo Salah with the most cheekiest of goals you will ever see. He is unbelievable. And like I said, I'm so happy now for Mo that now he's gotten his goals, and hopefully now he can become a goal scorer, into a goal rhythm, then I could say, because he deserves it. I've written down by here that Mo now has 84 goals in 126 Liverpool appearances. That's unbelievable. It's crazy how we signed Mo Salah for about £36 million, absolutely robbing Roma and getting the absolute best. And for me, maybe if Lionel Messi wasn't there, then you could consider Mo Salah being the best right winger probably over the last 3 seasons quite easily. He's won 2 golden boots. This season, it looks like Jamie Vardy could be running away with a golden boot, because I think Vardy now has like 14 or 15 goals. But Mo Salah, he is constantly on the ball, and I'm just happy for him because he could have got 3 or 4 today. Loads of Liverpool players could have got 3 or 4 because, we did have chances, but then, as long as Liverpool get those 3 points, I don't really care what the scoreline was. But yeah, I'm just happy now that the Reds have got 3 points and now 10 points clear of Leicester City, and like I said, 17 points clear of Manchester City. But they do have a game in hand, so it's most likely going to be 14 if hopefully Arsenal can do something tomorrow. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the game, guys. It was literally just Liverpool chances. Watford had a bit of a counter, but apart from that, Liverpool were pretty dominant throughout the game. And like I said, Liverpool can go through the tempos of the game, and Liverpool can control the game practically. But yeah, let me get into the chat then, because I can see loads of people in the chat right now. So let me scroll up, because I know there are a lot of you in the chat right now. Domestic Butler didn't look like when they took the corner it was over the line. Watch match of the day and see. I'll definitely have a look at that, mate. I'll have a look about the Leicester game. I think we're finding how we're playing in the Club World Cup tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we probably will. I think Liverpool are safe from relegation now. Yeah, I think we're a bit safe now. Domestic. Salah a second. Wow. Mo Salah, you little dancer, said Dave. Yeah, Mo's goals today were really, really good. I'm going to say it. Liverpool are going to finish top 4 this season. Yeah, it's very possible now that Liverpool can finish in the top 4. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Billy Con. I definitely know what you're saying, Billy. What else have we got? Let me scroll up a bit, guys, because I know there's a lot of you that has commented while I was talking. Mickey's in the chat. How are you, sir? Obviously, guys, if you want to follow Mickey, if you hit the description links or wherever, Mickey's Facebook link is there. So if you want to chat to Mickey about anything to do with Liverpool, then please click the link. And if you also want to, talk to us or talk to me, then really, our Instagram and our Twitter are also linked in the description. So, guys, just hit the link and, just give us a follow. People saying hi to Mickey. I think, what did I say? I think we were conserving today for the Club World Cup next week. I think Klopp really wants to win it, and I think, Liverpool is going to be Liverpool's first time if Liverpool do end up winning it. So, as simple as I think Klopp really wants to win it. What else have we got? Let me scroll down. Arsenal need to win desperately. They need to win full stop, because they're in that mix right now of Man United and Tottenham, where they're just scrambling for anything they can get, really. So I think they need to do something about that. But yeah, Arsenal need to do us a favour tomorrow, because I think if Arsenal were to win tomorrow, then I think Manchester City are going to be permanently out of the title race. I do not think I don't think Man City are even in the title race, to be honest. What we got? Wind did not help the flow of the game. No, it didn't. Conditions were bad today, but Liverpool proved yet again why they can play any game, any type of game, and still get the 3 points, because it was it was a good game, like a good hard game. But I don't want another game like that, because I know Trent tried to do a few balls to Milner, and he overhit them. I think he hit them perfectly, but the wind obviously took them way too much. It's way too over. We were clinical, they weren't, says Dave. Yeah, we were very clinical today. I feel like, though, we still could have took more chances. I know, I think Mo had 1 or 2 situations where he could have scored. And I also think that, change my light in. I also think as well that, I think it was Shaqiri had a chance as well. And Bobby also had a chance. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what will happen there. Mickey says Minamino not in Salzburg's squad, so move is defo on. The move is pretty much confirmed. To be honest, mate, I think apart from medical, it's done. Apparently, Liverpool have agreed personal terms now with Minamino. So, I've obviously got better saying his name now. But yeah, Minamino is definitely on the cards for Liverpool in January. What have we got? Thanks for adding on Twitter, mate. Yeah, I said I'd do it, mate. I'll add anyone on Twitter, and if you haven't yet hit us up on Twitter, then the link is in the description down below. But I'll literally talk to anyone on Twitter. If it's something to do with Liverpool Football Club or anything in general, I'll definitely give a message or something wherever. Genie out of Club World Cup, people are saying. So that is going to be the next talking point. Genie Wijnaldum did go off. I think it was around the 60 odd minute. I don't know really, because I haven't written it down on my notes. But yeah, Genie did go off injured. According to Jurgen Klopp, it's a muscular injury. So, but he didn't say what the extent of the damage was then, and it's a shame because Gini Wijnaldum has been absolutely solid. He's been solid since ever playing in a Liverpool shirt, and it's a shame if he is out the Club World Cup. Hopefully he isn't. Obviously it is next week, but with the likes of Fabinho out already, and now Gini, that only really leaves Jordan Henderson for the 6th role. So hopefully Genie's okay, and hopefully that it isn't too bad. But yeah, there isn't really much of an update there. Obviously tomorrow's stream, we would provide more of an update if it is given then, really, because Jurgen Klopp said that he doesn't even know himself the damage. But yeah, it didn't look good, did it, when he went down? And then obviously, hopefully he just went off through precaution. But it's early days, really. But yeah, let's have a look who's else in the chat. Leicester have bottled job manager. Go get it, baby. No, I think Brendan Rodgers is doing a good job at Leicester. To be fair, he was a good manager for Liverpool. I just think that the transfers and all like that and everything else, I think that didn't help really with Brendan Rodgers. But yeah, I think he's doing fine at Liverpool, even though they have drawn and given us a 10-point lead in the Premier League. Gotta go Reds, happy Xmas. I'll see you in a bit, Dave. If you haven't yet, I know a lot of people in the live chat right now does follow Dave, but if you are watching on repeat, then go and give Dave a follow. He's been on the channel a few times, and yeah, just love talking to Dave, because Dave's like a hype man. Dave's literally like constantly on the go. So yeah, it's nice whenever I get to talk to Dave, because he is hilarious, to be fair. Liverpool don't like wins, so please avoid Brussels sprouts at Christmas. Jesus Christ. That's funny, to be fair. But yeah, it's weird that Christmas is only what is it, 2 weeks away, week and a half away. So it's unbelievable how quick this year has gone. To think, after what was it, like 6 months ago, we won the European trophy for the 6th time. And now that is unbelievable in its sense. And now hopefully in about 5 months' time, we'll be lifting that Premier League trophy, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully we'll have that for Christmas. People saying to see you, Dave. That was just banter about Rodgers. I rate him highly. That's fine, mate. I assumed that was banter, but yeah, I know a few people don't like Brendan Rodgers from his time at Liverpool and all like this, but yeah, I thought Brendan Rodgers was really good for Liverpool at the time. Anyway, now if you was to say to me, who would you rather want, Jurgen Klopp or Brendan Rodgers, then 1000% it'd be Jurgen Klopp. Anyway, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, and also a thing as well I want to talk to you guys as well. For me, anyway, I thought that De La Feo was Watford's best player today. I thought he was superb. He is obviously a former Barcelona player, obviously a former Everton player as well. So, he apparently was on Liverpool's radar a few years ago, but obviously now has gone to Wolves and other stuff like that. But I thought he was really, really good. today anyway. And I think that, maybe if you are looking for a backup player for Mane, then maybe De La Feo could be good. Maybe. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. I know we've got Minamino coming in, and he is probably going to be cover for Mane. But, I do have the suspicion where I think Liverpool, you saw today Liverpool changed system a little bit, where they played Firmino in the 10 and played Shaqiri on the right and Salah up front. I do think with Minamino coming in, I do think Liverpool might change to a 4-2-3-1 quite a lot now and play Minamino at the 10 role with probably Fabinho and Gini when they are fit behind them, and then maybe you can play the front three like that. But, let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. West Ham winning 1-0 at halftime. Who've West Ham got tonight? They need to win as well, because, they are probably going to sack their manager if they don't end up winning games. We will give Leicester a good stuffing on Boxing Day. Hopefully we do give them a good stuffing on Boxing Day, because, I do think then that the title race, it looks more good, more prettier than it was before Boxing Day. But, yeah, I know that Leicester... Yeah, because Leicester got us, and then I think... Oh, no, they got Man City as well, so that's a big game as well. I think if Man City beat Leicester, and then if we beat Leicester, then that's even better. Because obviously Liverpool haven't got a Premier League game next week because of the Club World Cup. So, yeah. Mickey, Southampton. Oh, okay, they're playing Southampton. Yeah, they need to win that game, West Ham, because I think if they don't, then, they are pretty much in trouble, and they'll probably be looking for a new manager. Have I mentioned anything else that I shouldn't have or haven't mentioned? Oh yeah, I want to mention one thing as well that was a bit of a moment, was Virgil van Dijk's back pass. Now, there has been in the past a bit of communication problems between Alisson and Virgil van Dijk, but in this instance, I think this one was totally Virgil van Dijk's fault. Now, luckily, it wasn't a problem, and it wasn't it didn't lead to an own goal. This was before, as well. Liverpool scored their second goal, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I think a ball was over the top, no pressure. I think Virgil van Dijk then passed it horribly, and it went completely past Alisson, but it was a few yards from the goal. So yeah, luckily and thank God, Alisson didn't concede an own goal. For how good Virgil van Dijk is, just that little moment of what are you doing, Virgil? Is, you just want to slap his head and go, what are you doing? Don't put us under pressure. What are you doing, man? But yeah, luckily there wasn't any own goals then to report tonight. But yeah, I thought I'd just mention that, because I know I didn't mention it earlier on. Also, as well, my man of the match, like I said, it goes to Mo Salah. I did think, though, that Alisson had a good game. He made good saves. Joe Gomez, I thought, had a good game as well. And also Jordan Henderson, I thought they had solid games. Yet again, Bobby Firmino didn't look like Bobby Firmino, so maybe he does need a rest. And he might get one for the first game of the Club World Cup. Maybe, but yeah, not sure about that. Hopefully Bobby gets back to his best, because I think I read something, I think I read something as well, that he's only scored 6% of his shot chances, or his total shots, so maybe he needs to get that a bit up. But I know I've said before that isn't Bobby Firmino's game, and it's not really. Bobby is to link up the play, and then it's down to Mane and Salah to finish pretty much. But yeah, hopefully Bobby can get back to goal scoring ways. Next week, City or Leicester play, so good for us. Yeah, one of them's going to drop points, or both of them are going to drop points. Hopefully. I think now, looking at it, I think if... Actually, no, a draw. I'd like a draw between them two, because if we were... So if Leicester were to draw against Man City, and then we would go and beat them, then yeah, I think then you're looking very, very good if you are a Liverpool fan or Liverpool Football Club in general. Lallana will go, says Domestic Butler. Yeah, it does look like Adam Lallana is going to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Obviously, yesterday, Jurgen Klopp and James Milner both signed contract extensions, but James Pearce did also say that Adam Lallana will leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Doesn't look like he's going to sign a new contract, and to be fair, it was kind of expected because, Lallana isn't the first, well, he isn't in the first three choices for the midfield. I think he is pretty much on the bottom of the pecking stool at the moment, the way the midfield is at the moment, and now you've got Minamino coming in as well. He's an added element to the Lallana problem, then you could say. So, but then, to be fair, for £20 million, what Adam Lallana has done for this Liverpool team has been unbelievable. That 17-18 season or the 16-17 season, I can't remember which one it was, where he was like on fire until about, I think it was about January, and then he got injured, and then, he just went down from there, and, he has been on the injury list quite a bit. Of late anyway, and last season he couldn't catch a break all the season before. So for me, Adam Lallana has been good for Liverpool Football Club, but I think it is now time to move on. I think Lallana is now 30 as well, so it is probably time now to move on for Adam Lallana, and I would probably suspect he'd stay in the Premier League. But, there is plenty more moves there for him probably. You can probably get himself at a good club. I would probably suspect Southampton he'd probably make return to. But apart from that, I don't really know who he's going to go to. Domestic says, hopefully Leicester and City draw and then we beat them. Yeah, I think that is probably on the cards. And hopefully that'll happen, like I said earlier on. Koulibaly, please. That ain't happening. Koulibaly ain't happening. Yeah, you're lucky in about 100 million. Quite easily. Not saying Liverpool haven't got that amount of money, but yeah, I don't think Liverpool will spend £100 million on Koulibaly. That's my opinion anyway. But yeah, keep your questions coming in, guys. We'll be going for a little bit longer. Obviously, we were talking a little bit about the Watford win. This is our match reaction, and I think I've pretty much reacted to Liverpool's win. But yeah, I like to interact with you guys, and I think the live chats are quite nice to do and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll be going for a bit longer. Well, I say a bit longer. We'll be going for a while longer. But yeah, just keep your questions coming in, guys, because yeah, I don't see any more comments in the chat unless my comments thing was frozen. I don't think it has though. But yeah, good win for Liverpool today. It wasn't the cleanest, it wasn't the nicest, but a win's a win. And especially now from Leicester drawing against against Norwich, Liverpool are now 10 points clear of Leicester City, and 10 points clear in the Premier League. And also we're 17 points clear of Manchester City. Hopefully Arsenal can do us a favour and beat Man City, but I think that I think Man City now are going to try and do all their best to try and get back in this title race, but I think now it's gone. I think it's gone for them. I think that Liverpool are well out their reach. I think even Leicester are out of their reach, and I think if Leicester were to beat Man City next week as well, then I think then that is definitely out of the question. Then I think then it is definitely a 2-horse race. I think it's a 2-horse race now, but for definite I think then that would practically confirm it then. But yeah, keep your questions coming in, guys. Like Domestic said, 3 points is 3 points exactly. Liverpool have only drawn one game this season and won the rest, so Liverpool have that winning mentality then, you could say, at the moment. They are unbelievable. That's the most simplest word I can use. They're unbelievable. You look at every position as well, because what makes me laugh as well, and this is especially with wait, what's that in the chat? When are you going to commit and say we have won the league? Don't say it until... But I'm not gonna say it yet, because we've had... We haven't had the best of luck when it comes to winning the league, have we? We haven't won it in 30 years. So, I'm not going to commit it yet. Maybe January time, if we still got a 10-point lead, then I might commit. But, I'm not going to commit anything yet. It looks good, And, things look promising at the moment, but I am not committing to saying I'm going to win, well, that we're going to win the league. Not saying that yet at all, because, there's still plenty of football to be done. And, maybe in January, I might say, or maybe in February, maybe. Once I've said that we're going to win the league, then I would be like ultimate confident that we're going to win the league. So, I'm holding from it at the moment anyway. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, especially Man City fans. When the whole conversation comes up about injuries and other things like that, like, rival fans, don't forget, we didn't have Alisson for 2 months and we kept on winning. I think in Alisson's first game back against United, we drew. So, that against United, our only draw so far this season. And, the only team to beat us this season is Napoli. And that game could have gone either way. But, there was a VAR controversial, situation there. And it changed the game. Let's be honest, it did. Now, what makes me annoyed, and this is especially to rival fans like Man United, like Man City, they reckon Liverpool haven't had it tough this season. We like Fabinho is out injured now. Mo Salah hasn't been on his best form throughout the season. We've had Alisson out injured. We've had pretty much all of our centre backs being injured apart from Virgil van Dijk. So and people go, oh well, the likes of Joel Matip, Dejan Lovren, and Joe Gomez, they're not the likes of Emre Laporte. Now, that's rubbish, because I think Joe Gomez is a very good up and young player. Dejan Lovren's a bit iffy sometimes, but he is a very solid defender. But I think Joel Matip is playing unbelievable football, and I think that he especially has raised his bar probably better than Virgil van Dijk this season before we got injured. And I think that, people are not taking that lightly. Well, taking it for granted then, I could say, sorry. Liverpool have had injuries this season, and, we're still winning. We're still winning the amount of games. I personally think what's wrong with Man City, they're playing Fernandinho at centre-back and not playing him at CDM. Because I think that even though we've got Fabinho out injured, and I know it's only been 3 games that he's been out injured for, but, the same thing is happening. Like Jordan Henderson comparing a shift, Gini Wijnaldum comparing a shift. Man City shouldn't be complaining, and they're acting like as well, like if they didn't have money to spend. You had money to spend. You just didn't want to spend it on Harry Maguire. It's plain and simple. Leicester City wanted a world record transfer fee for Harry Maguire. I don't know if you guys also think this is as well, but I've seen Man City fans and Man United fans complaining that Liverpool are doing so well. We should do so well. Like, we've spent money. We've spent money on big players, but we've also had to sell big players. We've had to sell the likes of Philip Coutinho. We've had to sell the likes of Luis Suarez over the last decade to get these good players now. Like, and it's not even that. We're finding value in the market. Man City spent like 50 million on each on each fullback. They spent 50 million on Kyle Walker. I think they spent like 45 million on Benjamin Mendy. Mendy's been injured constantly, and that's their fault. You look at Liverpool, the best fullbacks in the league right now cost them £8 million, and that was full on Andy Robinson. It's finding value in the market and finding the right player for the right situation and not the price tag. Liverpool could have gone for this name Alex Sandro from Juventus when we wanted a left back. We could have. Liverpool had the money and Liverpool were interested in signing a good left back, but instead, all the signs were showing that they should go for this Scottish international player that plays for Hull City. How much is he? £8 million? What an absolute bargain he is. And you look at Minamino now, like he's costing us 7.25 million. He could end up being the next, member of the front three. Liverpool are finding ways how to beat teams and winning trophies from finding value in the market. Now, I think Timo Werner could be a good signing for Liverpool. You know, there's the report that he could be, you know, signing for £30 million. That's an absolute steal for a German international, probably their best striker at the club. And, you know, I think that there's so much value in that transfer, you know, because Liverpool could end up playing him for 2 years and then they could end up saying, oh, maybe he isn't the best, and then could sell him for probably double what he's worth. So, you know, Man City and, you know, these other fans, need to look at what their recruitment team and what their head of directors or wherever, or the board, are doing at their club, instead of focusing on Liverpool, because they're so jealous of what Liverpool are doing right now. But that was a little bit of a rant then. But yeah, it just annoys me when other fans are just complaining and moaning and all like about their teams not doing so good, even though they've spent ridiculous amounts of money. But yeah, let me read your comments as well. The problem is with Man City, their fans think they got their rights to everything. Yeah, and I think especially, I don't know which Man City fan it is that goes on True Geordie, you know, on the kickoff. You know, it's arrogant that he is very arrogant, and I think a lot of Man City fans are that. All right, you've won the league the last 2 years. You're apparently meant to be the best team ever, and you, well, to be fair, you rightfully won the Premier League last season and beat us by 1 point. But, you know, you should be doing that with the amount of money you've spent. You should be doing that with the amount of, you know, interest you've had in the club. You know, I think since 2011 they've spent £1.2 billion on transfers. That's ridiculous amount of money. And, you know, they can easily say, oh, Liverpool have spent loads of money. Yes, we have. But we've spent it on this current team. And what's this current team doing? They're first in the Premier League. They're 17 points of you anyway. They're the European champions. We look like we could be going on to win our first Premier League title in 30 years. So, you know, there's so much there. The way, like, Liverpool are doing all the right things. And now at the moment, Man City couldn't be doing anything right at the minute, because, you know, there was that rumor going around last night anyway on Twitter that, you know, Pep Guardiola could be going. You know, that's unbelievable how you've invested so much into a title winning and meant to be this dominant Man City team to then go away when, you know, Liverpool are overtaking you in the standings. So, you know, it's just funny in that sense. Domestic Butler finding it funny. Yeah, it is pretty funny what I'm going on about. We will win the league before City win the Carabao Cup in February. Lol. It looks like that at the minute. Who said that? Rudra? Sorry if I butchered your name. He's such an annoying, arrogant guy. To be honest, I hate. There's difference between arrogance and confidence. Yeah, that's a big thing. There is a difference between that. But yeah, I think a lot of Man City fans are a bit arrogant because, you know, they think they're the bee's knees, but, you know, be the bee's knees when you've actually won a European trophy or even gotten to a European final. Because, you know, Man City's greatest achievement at the moment is being in a Champions League semi-final where they got butchered by Barcelona. I'm just saying it right there. I think Liverpool have won the trophy 6 times. I could be wrong. You know, could be 7 this year, but, you know, it's unbelievable, and it's just funny. But I find when I see rival fans having a go at Liverpool and their success, you know, focus on your own club, because, you know, there's so much wrong with everyone else's club at the minute, and Liverpool are flying quite high. But yeah, keep your comments coming in, guys, because I will answer them. I'll be going for another 10 minutes or so, but yeah, just keep your comments coming in. And yeah, if there's anything about today's game, anything to do with Liverpool, anything to do with other clubs, like we've been going on a little bit now, but yeah, just put it in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely answer your questions for you. I hope Leicester and City draw next match. Yeah, that'll probably be the best result for Liverpool. Yeah, that would be the best for Liverpool. But yeah, to be fair, I think if It's hard to see because I think City are already out of the title race. So if City were to beat Leicester, then I'd probably be happy with that. But yeah, we'd be crawling then Man City back into the title race. But yeah, a draw would be perfect, realistically. 2-0 West Ham. Who scored for West Ham? You know, yeah, West Ham 2-0. Yeah, let me know who scored in that game. Maybe there's some fantasy league points. You know, if you are, does anyone play fantasy league football in the chat? You know, let me know about that because we did have we have got a league going on there. So yeah, might start one next season. You know, the Cop Council one. VAR disallowed goal. VAR ruining people's hopes yet again. Hope Arsenal win or draw. Yeah. To be fair, like I said, Man City are out of the title race in my opinion. But yeah, it would be nice now if they could finally be buried by Arsenal tomorrow. I love to know Liverpool is net spend if you add the players we've sold under Klopp. It's like, I think it's like £60 million or something like that. I think it is since Klopp has signed for Liverpool. So you know, it's unbelievable. Like net spend, and you know that's what Jurgen Klopp does, and with teams. You know, he did it at Mainz. He did it with Dortmund. He's done it everywhere he's gone. He's just found value he's found value in the market because you know. Excuse me. You know, I think he signed Lewandowski for like £3 million. Yes, I know he did go for nothing to Bayern Munich, but you know, £3 or £4 million for Lewandowski, which is now probably one of the best strikers in the world, is unbelievable. And you know, Jurgen Klopp found him as well. So you know, you can see what he does because you know he alright, he didn't get Bobby Firmino. That was a Brendan Rodgers signing, but he got Mo Salah, he got Sadio Mane, he's gotten Fabinho, he's gotten Virgil van Dijk, he's gotten Alisson, you know, and, you know, I know Virgil van Dijk and Alisson are stingy we did buy him for a lot of money, but, you know, it was from Philip Coutinho, really, that money. So, you know, it's not like Liverpool went out and spent that much money out of nowhere, you know, because they're finding value for it, really. I think if Leicester lose Vardy, it would be hard for them to score because Iheanacho is so 50-50. Yeah, Jamie Vardy has to stay fit for Leicester because Iheanacho, for me, isn't good enough. You know, I know I think the last 2 weeks, he's been very good for them, but I think that, you know, I don't think he can keep that up. I think that Vardy is having one of the best seasons of his career, probably a title form season right now, but you know, for me, if he does get injured, then that's probably Leicester's biggest threat out. Especially, I don't know whether or not Vardy is out as well. I seen a rumor going around on Twitter that he was injured after the game. So yeah, if anyone knows anything, then please let me know in the chat. But yeah, I don't really know if he is out injured or if it was just someone being an idiot on Twitter. What else have we got? Yes, Salah was my captain. Yeah, I think Mo's my captain as well on fantasy football. So nice points tonight then, to be fair. And I wonder what City net spend is under Pep. It's around 800 million. I think something like that since Pep has been in. So that's unbelievable as well. An unbelievable amount of money then spent on Pep Guardiola's team. Because the other thing as well that makes me laugh is he did he buy? No, Otamendi was there Pep was, before Pep. For some reason I thought Pep had signed Otamendi, and I thought, wait, has he? And then I thought, no, I think he was brought in just before Pep. But you know, to be fair, lights going out. To be fair, I can't think of a Pep Guardiola signing that's flopped, as such. You know, and the only one I can think of Liverpool is Karius. under Klopp. So, I can't think of any at the moment anyway. Probably if I went into deeper thought, I could probably think of one. Yes, but Rodgers didn't want Firmino. Did you know that? Yes, I did know that, but he was a Brendan Rodgers signing. He used him in like the total wrong position. Like he played him. I think at one time he played him at left wing as well, and that is not Bobby Firmino's position. So yeah, I did know that Brendan Rodgers didn't want to sign him. Please, LFC fans, never wish Egyptian king sold for English midget Sancho. I don't want Mo Salah being sold. If anyone has said that, then I don't know why you would say that, because he is our Egyptian king. If Sancho was to come into the club as well, we wouldn't sell Mo Salah. Liverpool have the money. James Pearce confirmed that Liverpool have the money for Sancho, but at the moment they don't want to buy Jadon Sancho because they don't want to spend that much amount of money. You've said that there's some people have wished it. Well, then, God, my desk moved then. But yeah, seriously, I don't want Mo Salah leaving. If other people do, then that's their opinion. But, I think Mo Salah is perfectly fine where he is. And like I said, James Pearce confirmed that Liverpool are interested in Jadon Sancho. I also said this in last night's stream as well. But at the current price tag, Liverpool will not be interested in signing Jadon Sancho. Unless Borussia Dortmund come down in price, then Liverpool will not buy Jadon Sancho, because apparently they want more than what they got for Ousmane Dembele that went to Barcelona. That was around £130 million. Somewhere around there, 120, 130. So apparently they want a bit more than that. And the current price tag that's been rumoured anyway for Jadon Sancho is about 100, 130 as well. So, at the moment it's not going to happen. But, we'll let you know if there is any change in that. But yeah, at the moment there's no change at all. Klopp is very keen on Jadon Sancho, but like I said, at that price tag, it's a no-no for Liverpool. City net spend is around 2 billion under Pep. It's not that much, but I know what you mean by that. It's not that much. I think the net spend is about 860, 70 million. So, it is a massive amount of money, but, it's unbelievable how much money he's actually spent in such a short period of time as well. Because, I don't even think, I know football's changed on quite a lot since the likes of Sir Alex Ferguson and all like that, but, I don't even think Ferguson, spend even like a quarter of that. So, it's unbelievable how much money he has actually spent. Nerdboy Stones is rubbish. I don't think he was rubbish before the World Cup. I think he had a pretty good season before the World Cup. I think since that he has been crap. So yeah, I would say that, to be fair. Claudio Bravo. Yeah, Claudio Bravo was a flop. Yeah. That's actually true. I forgot. So when you think about it, Karius was a flop, goalkeeper for Liverpool, and Bravo flop for them, and now they got two brilliant goalkeepers, and they're both from Brazil. So that's kind of what's in for that. Nalito as well, a big flop. Jeez, I forgot about him. Nalito. He was meant to be like their next big thing, and then he was just a flop. So yeah, that is kind of weird like that. I also want Sancho if it is for the squad strength, but not for the cost of one of our front three. Yeah, the front three won't be sold at all. I don't think next summer, and I don't think they definitely will not be sold in like a swap thing. No. None of the front three are going, unless maybe one of them might go, I've achieved everything at Liverpool, I want a new challenge, then that might happen. But I can definitely say right now, Liverpool do not want to get rid of any of the front three right now, because they want to build them, and I think maybe Klopp wants them to finish their career at Liverpool Football Club as well. He's been rubbish since he got there. He makes a mistake every match. Who's that for? Nerd boy. Who are you going on about there? He's been rubbish since he got there. He makes a mistake every match. Yeah, let me know who you're talking about, but unless I've completely forgotten who I'm talking about. But yeah, please let me know Who you think's rubbish? Stones. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he was good before. Like I said, I think he was good before the World Cup, but then since then he has been crap. And I know Pep Guardiola doesn't like playing Stones and Otamendi in the same defense, so maybe that's a key sign right there of no trust really between them. Because I think if Virgil van Dijk got injured for a game, I think he would be happy to at least put Gomez and Van Dijk to not Gomez, Gomez and Lovren together, and I think that's kind of where City are at the moment. Their best defender's out injured, and they've got only 2 fit centre backs at the moment, or 3 with Otamendi. But I don't think I don't think Pep rates Stones at the moment, and this is why he's not playing him. Matip and Gomez would be decent. Yeah, they would together. I think Joel Matip as well. I think when he was fit anyway, he's playing at such a high level. I even thought he was playing higher than Virgil van Dijk. So, it's unbelievable. We've got really good players as well. 50 mil for Stones. Guardi is genius. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. That's simple. No, he's not. I know you're bantering but yeah, no, he's not. What else have we got? I've heard a rumour that Everton have sacked their cleaner. Press said that they're not removing all the dust from the empty cabin. That's pretty good. Fair play, that's decent. Yeah, Everton are never going to win the cup or any cup. What are they still in? Yeah, they are. Oh no, we got them in the FA Cup. Well, if we knock them out of the FA Cup, then they're definitely not going to win a cup. But yeah, so I think I'm going to call it there for tonight, guys. Obviously, we've been going for about 50 minutes. I will run through what we were talking about, though. So obviously, Liverpool beat Watford by 2-0. Mo Salah getting both goals. Sadio Mane's goal was ruled out due to offside. Bit of a scares with Virgil van Dijk doing that back pass to Alisson. That was a bit of a scary moment. For me, man of the match goes to Mo Salah. Thought he was brilliant today, and I'm just happy that he's back now on the goal scoring form. What else have we got? So now Liverpool are also 10 points clear of Leicester after they drew their game against Norwich 1-1. So that was perfect timing for Liverpool, and now hopefully next week we can go on to win the Club World Cup. That is obviously next week. We will be covering a lot on that as well, be covering match reactions and everything like that. What else have we got? And also as well, I have to talk about Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Wijnaldum did go off injured. It doesn't look so good. There are rumours about him being injured. But yeah, we'll definitely have a news report on that for you guys. And definitely be bringing straight up news to you guys whenever there's any news or anything about that about Genie. Let me just answer a few more things in the chat and then I'll be heading off. Heard that Klopp won't manage at club level after his contract with Liverpool ends. Yeah, that is the current what's name. Obviously he did sign a contract till 2024, and obviously now it does look like that he might end up retiring after that. So yeah, I'm just happy that he's got we've got him for another 5 years. What else do we go? Domestic Butler, good timing. I was just about to go for food. I think that's where I'm going to go now. Go and have some food. Good stream. You're doing great, Connor, says Nigel. Thank you, mate. Trying to do the best on the channel at the moment. Trying to get things better for you guys. Trying to interact with you a lot more. And yeah, hopefully it's working. And thank you for the love and support that you guys have shown. If you haven't yet, please like the stream as well. We are on the road now to 200 subscribers after we've hit 100 a few days ago. But yeah, if you are a current subscriber, please share out the channel, get as many subscribers in, get as many new fresh faces in as possible, and yeah, hopefully we can get more subscribers. So like I said, if you are new around here, please hit the subscribe button, please hit that like button as well if you did like the stream. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. You lot have been fantastic again, and thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. The Reds are 10 points clear, and yeah, let's keep this run going. I'll see you all in a bit, guys. Ta-ra.